What's good, guys? It's TSG. In today's video, I want to highlight an idea that was proposed by one of the community members in the Illuvium Discord. The concept behind the idea is actually to bring the Illuvium Overworld onto the mobile. A real quick explanation, the idea was to give players that owned a plot of land, or even if you didn't have a plot of land, to use the Illuvium Zero land as a way to actually get access to alluvials. The concept behind the idea is to give players that don't have a high-end PC or a console a chance to capture these alluvials and participate in Illuvium Arena with their mobiles without having to get any other device. I actually think this is a massive opportunity and it makes a lot of sense. Our goal as a studio should be to give players the chance to experience the entirety of the games that we have coming out, the entire loop on the device of their choosing. It shouldn't be limited to say if you can't afford a PC, that's it, you're out. The only way you can get into Arena is by purchasing alluvials straight off the marketplace. It doesn't seem fair, and I think it's gonna leave a bad taste in the mouths of a lot of players. The idea of potentially having an expedition center or something like that where you could send out your drone to go for a mining run, to go for a capture run. Of course, it's gonna be a downside to it. We know that technically it takes about 30 minutes to do an efficient run in the overworld on our PC, so maybe have a bit of a downside. Where in Illuvium Zero you need to click and wait, maybe don't make them wait for 30 minutes, maybe push that up to 2 hours, or maybe have a cap of how many shots they can take into the overworld. So potentially they can only capture 1 or 2, maybe 3 alluvials for every run. Something like that where they still get the experience, but it is a little bit more passive and it doesn't reward them for doing it passively. By looking at the numbers, it's no secret that mobile gaming has absolutely exploded in the past years and it's continuously growing year on year on year. There are massive markets like the Asian markets and the African markets that primarily use mobiles for their gaming, and it would be an absolute shame to completely miss out on these markets just because we don't give them an option to experience the entire Illuvium universe and the entire loop on the device of their choosing. The second major pro that I see is that it gives players a chance to stay in the universe. People need to go to work and they need to commute. There are things they need to do in their lives and they can't be at home on their PC playing all day, every day, even if they wanted to. The benefit of having this experience on the mobile means that someone going to work can click it, go on an expedition on their way to work. Once they're at work, they collect the alluvials that they've captured, go on another expedition, capture, another expedition, capture, and when they come home from work that night, they've got a handful of alluvials that they can use in the arena that very night. A fresh bunch of alluvials that they can use. And the dopamine hit from capturing these alluvials throughout the day, getting the shards throughout the day, that I think is going to be super important for that good feeling, that association of these feelings with Illuvium, the universe, the brand, everything like that. If players want to use all of their time and spend that in our universe, we shouldn't be making it difficult for them to do that. Giving them this option on mobile allows them to stay in this universe even if they're out at a party or a club. I mean, they could take their phone out, tap, 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 and they're still participating in the economy, they're still participating in the ecosystem, and their mind is still on the Illuvium universe, which I think any gamer, any real gamer who's addicted to a game knows that they don't want to leave, and if they have to go out and do something, they would much rather be in the universe at home waiting for them. But now they've got it with them everywhere they go with their phone. There is one major concern with this that I'm seeing in the community, and that is balancing. How are you meant to balance this? What happens if people start botting? The truth is, even if there is some botting, we will be generating revenue because people are going to need fuel to go into the stage 1, 2, and 3, so we will still be generating revenue even if it is botted. So it's not the worst thing, but an abundance of alluvials could mean that it gets harder for the players actually playing with the bonding curve. There is a lot to consider here. I'm not saying I have all the answers, and I really don't. I think on a fundamental level, the concept of giving players the opportunity to always be in the universe and experience the gameplay loop from start to finish on one device makes a lot of sense, but I know there are difficulties with this, and this is where I step back and give it to people like Aaron, the co-founder, and others on the dev team who have much bigger brains than me to figure out how to make this work and make it a viable option moving forward. But that's it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, is this type of overworld experience on the mobile what you wanted? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.